I'm back. I'm sorry. I have no idea what the heck happened. Apparently, I pushed a button on the mouse that turned everything off. Like I told you, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to technology. I had to actually delete. I could start a new one. It wouldn't let me restart. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Anyway, so yes, I'm back. And you're here. You're back. So what's going on with you tonight, Karen? Anything exciting? Did not eat any pizza yet. Is it still freezing? Can you hear me and everything okay? Hey, Deborah. I'm happy you're back. Hopefully I can get it going this time and make it work. You can hear me fine? Okay, cool. Hey, Rosie's Secrets. Anyway, my bad about that. I have no idea what the heck happened. But I'm happy you guys all joined me again. It's pretty cool that you came back. I'm good now. Thanks. Anyway, so what's going on with you guys this weekend? Anything exciting? Hey, Steph. Not excited about the cold? I would not be either. I am not meant for the cold at all. WWE SmackDown. Aren't there fights on tonight? Nope, tomorrow night. I thought today was Saturday for a second there. Tomorrow night UFC is going to be on, so we'll be watching that. Nothing going on there. Tonight is pizza for everybody. My husband's going to continue figuring out what he has to figure out for his thing on the internet, and hopefully he gets it done because it's for something to do with one of his sites. And I'm gonna be on here for a little bit. Pineapple and ham. I have no idea what kind of pizza they ordered. Yeah, somebody else asked me about the time change. It is what it is. It's just gonna get darker earlier and all that crap. I hate that. So, yeah, that's it here. Nothing exciting going on here tonight. Just hanging out. Tomorrow we'll be doing the UFC fights, and I'm going to continue researching what I know earlier stinks. I'm going to continue to research these cold cases that I'm involved in, and I'm going to continue looking up the time doesn't change in Arizona. Oh, that's cool. I wish it didn't change here. Hey, Cotton Candy. I'm going to research the accident that happened in Arizona, and then I'm going to see what I together, and hopefully if everything works out okay, then we're going to be able to do this family, and hopefully that goes well, and we're able to bring some awareness and maybe help a little bit to get to the bottom of that case. Outside and Ontario. Oh, is the weather getting cold out there? I'm excited to tell you about the case. I'm just not 100% certain on all the details yet. I spoke to the victim's sister tonight for a little bit, and she told me whatever she could tell me. But I thought it would be best if she came on and talked with me about it and let you guys be able to actually hear it from her, what's going on. It would be better coming from her than coming from me. Let's see what you guys are saying. Andra and Olivia are still going to Moab. Yep. Thank you, Pretty as Pretty Does. I appreciate that. You've done great, by the way. You're awesome. Thank you so much. 20s at night, 50 during the day. It'll get down to 45, 50 early morning-ish, and then it'll start warming up 60s, 70s in like the afternoon. Our winters are kind of crazy. Like you need long sleeves during the morning time, and then towards the evening or the afternoon, everything's back to normal. There's nothing stopping you from going out and laying out and getting a suntan in the afternoon during our winters. So it's actually great. This is definitely the best for me. I'm not sure if I could survive where Stephanie lives because apparently she lives in an oven, but any updates on Gabby? No updates on Gabby's case, Metal Joe. I'm not sure there's ever going to actually be any more updates or answers to that case. Unfortunately, it's really sad that we never really we ourselves can't find closure to it. So yeah, I don't think the Laundries will ever speak at all. It got to freezing last night in North Carolina. Really? I didn't think North Carolina well, I guess South Carolina is warmer than North Carolina, huh? Frozen and the white circle of doom going around and around at the same time. Am I frozen again? 78 in Vegas. Moving cattle. How interesting. Hey, that's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Moving cattle. Hope everyone's having a great day and blessed. Please be safe. You too, America first. Moving cattle. I wouldn't mind having that lifestyle. You would never lay out in Florida. How do you think of as snakes? It's like everybody has this thing that like snakes and alligators are everywhere and all over the place. And they're really not. I mean, it's the red ants you have to worry about. Those little buggers are the worst. 45 minutes of south of Virginia. I'm a little bit further than that from Virginia. Moving cattle, how interesting. Do you move it on horseback? That would be fun. I always wanted to live on a ranch and have cattle and horses and live the cowboy life. It gets old when you're running about 400 head. Oh my gosh. 400 heads of cow. That's a lot of cattle. Annabelle Python. I'm not afraid of anything really. Snakes, reptiles. It is what it is. I like it all. Alligators don't bother humans. Nope, they don't bother you at all. They run away from you if you like go towards them. I grew up on a farm, and it's definitely taught me a lot of respect of who I am today. I imagine living on a farm would bring you up with a lot of respect for a lot of different things. Yes, ma'am. Everything's done on horseback. There you go. I can't imagine having a couple 100 head of cattle though. That's a lot of cows. What do you do with them? Do you sell them for meat, like auctions and stuff, and farm or fairs, or do you are you like a dairy farm? I do like spiders, Melissa. I actually have had quite a few tarantulas. Alligators attack if you threaten their babies. They're so they're iffy. They really don't bother you. If you go in the water around their babies, then they will. But I mean, they really just like duck underwater really fast, and they don't bother you. They could be sitting out next to the water sunbathing, and if you walk past them without even knowing that they're there, they'll run away. They'll jump right in the water. I don't have time to blog and all. Just this channel. Thank you. I refreshed it and it stopped buffering. Good, I'm happy. I have no idea what the hell's going on with this computer tonight. No idea. It's probably me. So we do have a lot of little lizards, little geckos. Then they're like anoles, just little lizards. They run all over the place. They get in the house, they get in the porch. They're all over the damn place. Beef cow. Okay. I used to go to the butcher. I'd go and buy a couple cow and pigs and have them slaughtered. And I mean, it's amazing how much meat you get off of one cow or one pig. Fill up your freezer. My dad takes me to sale at the barn. We have a really good bull, over 100 calves this year. Wow. That keeps you guys busy, huh? I wish the kid at elementary school would yell, "Don't kill the spider," and his teacher would scoop it up. I do not kill spiders. I will just leave them alone. I'll either take them outside or I'll just leave them hang out. I mean, there's no reason to kill them. And half the time they're up so damn high, I can't reach them anyway. I don't eat beef. I eat more fish. Hey, Bridget. Yeah, it sounds like a very busy life. I went out to buy 5 chickens and I came home with 100 once. Yeah, that was a lot of damn chickens. But I learned how to, hey, Candace. I learned how to care for them and that aspect of the farming life. I've slaughtered a crap ton of chickens and, it's just the way it was. But it was fun. It was a lot of work, but it's not even as close to having cows and horses and pigs. Something that a person eats an average of 7 spiders in their sleep a year. I'm sleeping, so if I'm eating them, I don't care. Your dad's almost 80 years old and he's still working the farm? You're afraid of frogs, Robin? That's awesome. I kind of like frogs. I like everything. I've had tarantulas, I've had snakes, I've had lizards. I have a tegu right now. He's almost 4 foot long. I have a prairie dog. Yep, he's a trooper. God bless him. It's what's keeping him healthy and alive and young. Wait, I take that back. Had a cheeseburger. What's my favorite animal? All animals. I don't have a favorite. I rescue anything that needs to be rescued. I do whatever I can. I have all kinds of pets. I have 2 dogs, a prairie dog, a tegu, a fish, 4 rescue rabbits, and a rescue hedgehog right now. The rabbits and the hedgehog are all looking for homes. So if any of you live close to me and you want one, let me know. Gators are cool. A lot of people see my tegu and think that he's a gator. But I can see how they might see a resemblance, but they really don't look anything alike. But gators are certainly cool. I love them. And they taste good too. I love some gator tail. Pit bulls too. I used to rescue pit bulls. So, yeah. And I had a couple as a pet. I think I will tape my mouth shut. You're going to tape your mouth shut at night. Frogs are harmless. Yeah, frogs are pretty harmless. Except those boofa frogs. Those things are poisonous, and they get really big, but they're so cool. They would, when they're in the pool, I'll catch them and let them go. I'll wash them off first so that all the chlorine's off of them, and then I just let them hop away and do their own thing. Everyone says to kill them because, they're poisonous and they can kill other animals, dogs and cats and such. But I'm just not going to kill anything. I'm the lover, not a killer. Prehistoric, like sharks. Yeah. They go all the way back. I really want an albino Cayman. But my husband said that I'm not allowed to have a Cayman because they get too big and we don't have any place to put it. It has American crocs, but are actually smaller than gators. Yes, I do know that. Alligators and sharks. I believe our ancestors were dinosaurs. I believe you're right, Metal Joe. We have 2 Aussies that are amazing herders. Yeah, Aussies are great dogs. So good. Very loyal. Very intelligent, too. Oh, my gosh. They're awesome dogs. Any of you guys eat gator tail before? Kathleen. Is a prairie dog domesticated? She's a little spitfire. She tolerates me. She loves my son, and she's all right around Matt. She likes to chase feet. So if you're walking around barefoot, she'll chase your feet and bite your toes if you don't pay attention. So you always have to have like slippers or shoes on. But yeah, the prairie dog's cool. She's very vocal. They are. We love them. I tried it over the summer. Kind of rubbery. Oh, well, you have to have it cooked right. Sometimes a lot of places don't cook them properly. If it's cooked right, gator tail is amazing. I don't know about what's going to happen with the Brian case, Kathleen, to be honest with you. I think that they gave us all the answers they want us to have, and they're not going to give us much more. They still haven't even run the DNA results or tests on the bones yet. All they have is a partial denture confirmation. So I don't really know what's going to happen as far as that's concerned. The laundries, I don't think you're ever going to talk. And even if they did, they're not going to tell us the truth. So I really think that that's it. They just closed the case as soon as they could and shut us up as fast as they could. And that's the way they want it. They don't want any more attention. Does gator taste like chicken? So Karen, I brought home my leftovers of gator tail. I don't know. There was probably 10 pieces left. And my youngest son, in the morning decided he was going to eat them. And he came up to me and said, Mom, those are the best chicken nuggets I've ever had. So when I told him what it was, he was like, gagging and all grossed out about it. But he liked it. He thought it was the best ever. So I guess they really do taste like chicken. I don't think they taste like chicken. They taste a little different, but I like them. They're really good. I love gator tail. I think they should be charged too, Bridget, but I don't think they will be. I think that they're just moved on, forgot all about it. Yeah, it would be very hard to believe anything that they said. And honestly, it's really hard to believe anything that the media says, to be honest, about this case or about any case at this point. I've learned so much that I really think that I'm going to have a hard time trusting the media from here on out just because they lie so much. I mean, with this case, I was telling you about earlier about the car accident in Arizona. There's 3 news articles that I was able to find, and they all said different things about the case, and they pretty much conflicted each other. So just that alone proves to me that the media is not on the same page. They're just not telling you everything. They're leaving things out, changing things up, switching things around, and it's just not cool. That you just can't trust anybody anymore, unfortunately. Aw, thanks, Rosie. Thanks, Rosie. Why are you listening to me? Oh. Thanks, Rosie. Why are you listening to me? Thanks, Rosie. Why are you listening to me? I want to turn a review in the investigation. I don't know if they're ever going to do anything. Where are you going?
Go ahead, can I dip? What's up to the tube? What's going on, everybody? You doing all right? Have a good night? Doing all right? Y'all doing all right tonight? I was going to go live later. I don't know. I have to go to the store right quick. I still wanted to go back up to the...
hey, Lori.
I still wanted to go back up to the...
I think Seashell has the hots for you. She's sending hearts.
Oh, Seashell's cool, man.
I love my Seashell.
Who's in here? What's up, Karen? TC show.
Stephanie's back. I love you. Gritty Gabby. Hey.
I heard you talking about the case a little bit. And,
my last live I was on, it froze and wouldn't let me end it. I had to actually delete it like forever to be able to restart. It wouldn't let me restart our live. So I just restarted this one 20 minutes ago.
was that the StreamYards?
I ended that because nobody could see the screen. It was horrible.
Was it giving you volume problem?
No, I don't know. I had two people on with me talking, and then
Cotton Candy's in here. What's up, Cotton Candy?
And it just, nobody could see the video. I couldn't see the chat good.
I don't like StreamYards that well.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I love Noel too much to.
We were gonna go up there tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I've been meaning to go up to just to see what's going on up there, just be nosy. I want to see if the Washington Post guys that we befriended is still out there. We haven't been back there in some time. That's covering that.
Say hi to Alice. She's one of the rescues. If you're around my neighborhood, please come get her or one of the other three.
Covering that was kind of hard. It was kind of hard. It was affecting my sleep and stuff. Starting to see when you see everything out there and stuff, and just all the lies and stuff. It was like so much to handle, but people are smart. You can figure it out what's going on, and things not adding up. Just like a lot of I'm sure it hit everybody the same way, but being out there, I guess it's like amplified it, man. And so I had to cut myself away from it, but we haven't been out there since. So I was thinking about taking a cruise out there. I don't know what we can see or what's going to be out there, but I think we might go live tomorrow and do it. Should we do that?
I mean, sure, we can always go past. I'm not sure that you're going to see anything. Just a house with nobody around.
Bridget says, personally, it's been driving me crazy.
Thank you, Liz. What's up, you two? Thanks for everything you both did for Gabby. Just realized Molly was on Wife Swap. I watched that episode. It made me laugh.
Yeah, I was watching.
Love you too.
Molly's cool. Yeah, but we might you want to take a cruise out there tomorrow just to see what's going on?
I don't know, guys. Should we take a drive past the laundry house and see if Dirty Birdie's out doing some yard work?
Stacy said,
you're amazing, Joanne. Thank you.
Stacy in here? No. She said that we were all over the 2020 special, but I tried to look on it on YouTube, and it was like there was a 2020 thing, but it was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Supposedly we're all over that one.
A lot of people said, "Oh, we saw you on the news. We saw this. We saw that." And
no problem, guys.
I could never find it.
Yeah.
I could never find us at all anywhere. Like, I want to see me on the news.
Yeah. Well, I'll have links blocked on my comments, so those lives were getting so many views and so many people are in there. I went to that when you hide the comments, like with bad words or whatever. There's all the links were there, so I got them days late, and then I'm so behind on my social media because when I took a break from the case, I'm telling you, it was getting too much. I think it affected that case right there affected everybody. It's a strain for everybody. And I'm just telling you, when you amplified it, man, when you're out there, and I just took a break, and I got behind on my Twitter comments. So a lot of people, if you're on Twitter, I'm sorry. Liz is in here. What's up, Liz? Liz is cool.
Thank you, America First.
America First is in there.
Stephanie, hi, she's back. I love her. So Stephanie's like my new partner in crime. She's kind of joined my little damaged goods team, and she's helping me investigate this case out in Arizona. So she's been awesome. She's been a great help, and she's a little camera shy, but she's doing awesome.
But we had there was some bones found.
I have rabbit fur in my nose now.
There's some bones found not too far from us on a place called Pasco County, on a construction site. I think I posted on my Twitter. We were gonna go out there, but I forget what happened with that. It's not nobody's missing or anything, so that's why we didn't go out. But yeah, it's who knows? Oh,
the construction site that they dug up. They were digging up and they found bones.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the store right quick, though. You want anything? Caffeine?
I can use more cigarettes. Sure.
Cigarettes? All right. Go right quick before it's too late.
You guys are welcome.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you guys, man. You guys been awesome, man. You really have. We really appreciate it.
Karen heard about the Pasco bones.
Oh yeah. Bridget, you're right. I read your comment.
Freaking rabbit hair. If it's a construction site, and just say for craps and giggles, we drove out there. I mean, what can we find out? Like, how do we find anything out? It's a construction site. Now it's under investigation. What do we do other than drive there?
They found the guy. That's why. They found him. So I was thinking about us going out there with the squad, but there'll be another time. We're definitely gonna do it again. Look, it was I say it affected me bad, which it did. It just you know what I felt like, to be honest with you. I felt like about a couple of years ago, I went through some bad grief when a family member of mine that died was very, very, very close to me, and I felt like that would hurt. I really did. That's how much like mental stress was just on me being out there.
We have a picture of Gabby hanging up on our wall in our bedroom.
Yeah, it was just crazy. I'll say it like this.
Candace wants a drink when you come back from the store.
All right, I'll get you Gatorade.
Nope, fountain drink.
My wife's out there with me. It's her, Molly, Andra, the whole squad. And we would come home. We'd go live for everybody. I'd come home, get in the shower, eat. We'd be laying in bed, and I'd be like, well, what do you think about it? And then, like, my thoughts were completely different than her thoughts. That's how crazy this thing was. But we're definitely going to do it again, for sure. I hope everybody got the bracelets. I don't know what was going on with – some people said the packages got ripped open. I don't know why. That sucks. We're definitely going to do it. It's good to have the support, man. We really appreciate you guys. And keep us in the limelight with what's going on, especially if it's in Florida. All right, I'll let you go back to your life.
Yeah, I actually had said, and this is gonna sound really selfish and like horrible of me, but at one point I was literally waking him up in the middle of the night, and I was just like running ridiculous ideas by him, and I couldn't sleep. I was having bad dreams. I was just like mentally still there. I couldn't get any rest. So like last week, I said, I really do not want to hear about this case anymore. I want to be able to put it past me. And I know, don't judge me. I know that sounds horrible, but understand when you live, breathe, eat, sleep, drink this case, and you are involved like it's your own family member, it kills you. It affected me like I feel like she's a sister or a family member. It really killed me. I don't know about you, but I was just at the point where like I just needed to stop and decompress. And
you can't stop looking at that stuff though. It's very hard. You try to convince yourself, but you're so invested in it. There's no way you can do it. I'm over the story, y'all. I'm gonna go live later tomorrow, but I'll definitely gonna go live. Appreciate all the support, and man, keep us in the limelight. Definitely get some justice. We'll see what happens, but we may take a ride out there tomorrow too. I don't know who remembers the New York Post guy.
Bye, Gritty.
It's good to see about if the memorial is still up there, the condition, and I like to see how much media is still out there. I think Brian Enton moved on. If I'm not mistaken.
He went to Moab, came back with like no answers because everybody was so tight-lipped up there that he came back home. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I know that pretty much the media has moved on. I'm not sure if there might be one left.
Texted you? No, they're probably camping out to get a response from those parents. Trust me, they gotta be.
I mean, I don't know. They might be. Please help Doug solve this. Melissa, we have tried to reach out to Doug. Great to see you.
I got his number. Somebody gave it to me.
Yeah, somebody leaked us Doug's number, but he wants to stay anonymous. So I'm not just going to call him and be like, hey, how's it going? This is damaged goods. Let's be buddies. Let's be partners. Let's be pals. Like, what would that make me?
We would, but Doug's just not with it.
Other than a stalker and an unwelcome phone call, what would that make me?
I'd like him in there, right?
All right, babe. Careful. Don't let Tanner out. Hey, Beagle Mom. Seashell, thank you.
Seashell's awesome. Shout out to Seashell.
Gas money.
Appreciate you so much, Seashell. Thank you. Can she hear me?
Yeah, she can hear you.
She's awesome.
So yeah, we've tried to reach out to Doug. Thank you, Kitty May. It's like the first time I see you and listening to you. Aw, thank you so much. I really did care. It really hit me right in the feelers. And I don't know. Okay, see you later about Metal Joe. I don't know about all that. I just know that I really want to I just want what everybody wants. We all want answers, and we're never going to get them, unfortunately. So that's just the way it's going to be, I think, and we have to accept that. And we have to try to find a way to cope with it and slowly move on. Hey, Alice. So yeah, that's why I started looking into these cold cases and some other stuff that's happening around. For me, a survivor of DV. Yeah. It's horrible. I know how you feel. And it's not easy to get away from a domestic violence situation. Everyone says it's so easy to just pick up and leave, but until you're in that situation, you have no idea what you go through, the fear. You have no idea what it's like to even try to get away. I mean, you don't even tell people about it. You just cover it up and hide it. Your game face is, 100. So yeah, it's hard. It's not, maybe I'll get into my story one of these days, but not tonight. Yes. You love how the rabbits just jump on the couch and hang out. Just come up and hang out with me. I completely understand about the. He needs to stay incognito. He opened it. I'm gonna be looking into these cold cases, and I don't care about staying anonymous. I don't know what honestly the point is to being anonymous, to be honest with you. Yeah, they're cute. I understand and respect that, and I get it. Some people just don't want to be seen. They don't want their faces out there. They don't want someone to see them and be like, oh my gosh, it's so and so. I get that, but I don't care about anonymity. I actually, I'm going to be going to the police stations and talking to people and making phone calls and, investigating things and stuff. And everyone's going to see my face. Like, I don't see a lot of Doug's stuff. I see a lot of him driving around. I see a lot of, like, he has gone and looked into cabins and stuff like that. But, I really I don't know what he really does. I like I said in my last slide before I cut off, I've watched his videos, but they're so long that like I kind of skip through them. So he seems like an awesome person. I don't understand why anybody would really want to be anonymous. I mean, I get it, I respect it, but I would never try to take away his privacy, but at the same time, I don't care about being anonymous. I don't care if people see Alice. I don't care if people see me, if they know who I am. I don't care if they see my husband. And he doesn't care either. My husband doesn't care either. So if I didn't get out, So yeah, I just, I respect his privacy. I'm not going to call him. I don't know how the heck anybody got his number, but they did leak it to us. I mean, it may not even be his real number. Who the heck knows? But what do you say to somebody who doesn't want to be known or who wants to stay incognito? You know what I mean? Like, what do you say to them? Hi, somebody gave me your number. Can we be friends? Can we drive around with you and hang out and talk and drink Slurpees together? I mean, what do you say to somebody like that? Damn dog. I've commented on his videos and said, hey, we want to get a hold of you. We want to, maybe, work with you one night, get together, talk, discuss things and stuff. But he never responds. Someone actually told us that he doesn't like us. That's okay. I don't care if he likes us or not. I have no problem with him. I'm still going to watch his stuff. You know, I'm still going to think he's an all right dude. But if he doesn't like us, then okay. Then what can I do about it? So, happy? Yes, ma'am. So yeah, what could we do about it anyway? That's just, it is what it is. But I do hope that Doug's doing well. Him and his wife, they seem like really cool freaking people. He never responds to, oh, okay. They sound fun. I can actually see hanging out and talking to him and really enjoying like our conversation. He really does seem like a great down to earth funny guy. And we have a lot of the same interests, so we can't go wrong. Oh, so many people don't like me. That's why I like you, because you're so right about Doug. Thank you, Kitty May. Doug who? Doug Live from Northport. I think that's his channel name. Correct me, guys, in the chat if I'm wrong. Night. Everyone be kind to yourself. Oh, good night, Kathleen. I watched Doug and haven't heard it. He's only said he wouldn't put things in other people's yards. That's whatever. All I did was add flowers to the memorial that was already there. You're going to have pizza tonight? So are we. Well, there's pizza in the house, but I'm not eating it yet. I'm hanging out with you guys. Do you hear that? Damn rabbits. I'll tell you what, they're super smart. They get into everything. They're a pain in the neck. And they know when their bedtime is. So when it's time for them to go to bed, they see my routine and they start running and hiding from me. And I have to freaking chase 4 of them around the damn porch. And they get in these tight spaces and I can't fit. So I move things to get in there. And as soon as I get in there, they run away again. It's just like, damn it, rabbits. They're a pain in the neck, but they keep me moving. They keep me going. I only worry because I know that the next person who gets them isn't going to do the things for them that I do. Doug started on a cold case tonight. Yeah, I heard, Beagle Mom. I think Doug started doing his videos for Searching with Brian, and he wanted to keep focused there, but oh my God, his channel blew up. I first started watching him. I think he had like 9,000 subscribers, and now I think he's up to like 26,000. That's freaking awesome. Good for him. He did a great job. I mean, everyone loves him. I've never heard anybody say anything negative about him. That's friggin' cool for him. I'm really happy. Honestly, I really don't watch a lot of people's videos. I watch Marissa's, and I talk in there. Hey, Scottish lass. And I hang out, and sometimes I go on her panel or whatever else. But I really don't watch anybody else's. So to watch his lives, especially when they're 2 or 3 hours long and a lot of it's driving around, I just fast forward to see what's happening. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's his style. Who am I to judge? You know, not everybody likes the way I do things. It's just the way it is. But hey, kudos to him. Good job, Doug. I'm proud of you. You and your wife, you started out doing your thing, not knowing where you were going to go. And guess what? You're like a celebrity now. You know what I mean? Like, no one knows what the hell you look like, but you're a celebrity. You're a secret celebrity. Hey, Skies World. Yeah, Kenny May, what I have seen and heard, Doug is really funny. His wife cracks me up. They actually remind me of my husband and I a lot. I mean, like, clearly we're a lot louder and more obnoxious. But I listen to them bickering and joking with each other, and I'm just like, that's going to be my husband and I when we're older. Doug is, if you need to laugh, funny night watching the. I really should try watching one of his videos from start to end without skipping through it. It's not fair to not watch his videos because they're long. Especially when I watch Molly's. Oh my gosh, I can be hanging out with Marissa for like 4 hours. Stop it. But I personally, I personally know her, and so it's cool to watch her and hang out with her and talk to her and see what she's got going on. Have you guys? No, Sky, we've not gone back to the reserve. Doug drove by the laundries the night before and took the memorial down. Yeah, they did take that down really fast. I saw the one with the shack. When they used what is it? Night vision thing. I saw that one, and that was really like cool. You can actually see the person walking around inside. I thought that was great. He when he went in there in the daytime and recorded it, heat vision, he said in his video that he saw the person in the background when he watched the video later, and then they ended up catching the guy. But I think it stinks. Like, well, he told them where to find the guy, and he didn't get the reward, which really stinks. Why the hell is there going to be a reward out on somebody if you're not going to give the person that located this individual that reward money? I mean, as far as I think that they put out reward money to get people interested and help them look. But at the end of the day, I wonder if they really ever issue that reward money to anybody. Because if you ask me, Doug absolutely should have gotten that money. Can't please anybody. You're right. Have you, let's see. I'm trying to scroll up. He wants to be anonymous because he doesn't want to deal with all the BS that we deal with. 17 the hug. Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I didn't see you. My bad. Let's see. Have you heard about the mother that's been missing from California for 3 weeks, Heidi Plank? No, I haven't. Not to say for you to investigate, just curious. No, I haven't. It's really hard to hear about things in other states, especially like I don't have cable or anything like that, so I don't get the news. We have like Netflix and stuff like that. Anything that I see on like YouTube and whatnot is what I see and hear. But I honestly didn't hear about her. I didn't even know about the accidents that happened in Arizona until Stephanie told me. I think Brian was hey, you never know, Melissa. Who knows? They both could have been in there. Kitty May, we were so close. So close. It like amazes me that we didn't stumble across this because we were literally that close. And then I'm not sure if you watched the video I posted about being live at the Mayakahatchee, but we went to where they found the bones, and I walked off in my own little way. I'm a wanderer. I never stick with the crowd. I went across the way, and at one point in the video, you can hear a crow, and I like turn my camera up at the tree to show you guys the crow. And where that crow was, there was like a line of trees. If I had walked straight through that clearing to where, past the trees, I would have came to the place where the bones were. Like, that's how close I actually was. You kept hearing the buzzing. Oh, my gosh. I couldn't find it, though. I don't know what the hell. I just could not find it. Freaked me out when you walked on. I am like that person who goes her own way. My husband always has to like look and see where I am because he doesn't know what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to get into. I'm just like a wanderer. So when we were all out there with Marissa, I said, I'm going to split up and walk through the woods over here to see if I could find this. And everybody she yelled at me, stay with the group, don't leave, we're not separated. So everyone was like, yeah, let's stay together. And then eventually I was like, I'm going that way. So I went that way. Thank you, 17 the Hog. Much love, brother. I will tell Matt that you stopped in. You just missed him, actually. He went to the store to get some dip and me some more cigarettes, free jets. And they were so nice going on your own. Yeah, I actually like to go my own way and do my own things and investigate. Like, I'm not afraid of like snakes and all this crap that everybody worries about out there. I really, John Milk Dud, thank you. I really like to just go and do my own thing and see what has to happen. And if I could find something, I mean, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I step on a cactus. I mean, big whoop. The only reason I wear shoes in the damn woods anymore is because I got tired of stepping on cactuses. It was not a windy day out, so I could not. That old man. I said hello. I couldn't smell anything at all, to be honest with you. No, Melissa, when you're a Florida girl or any kind of, like, I don't know, Texas, Arizona, I don't know how the woods are out there. But when you grow up here and you're, running through the woods, playing manhunt and stuff like that, you really don't think about snakes and all that crap that's out there. I mean, you just do it. I used to run around, in a t-shirt with a bathing suit on underneath it and barefoot through the woods playing manhunt, climbing trees. I didn't care. Who the heck thinks about that? So no, honestly, I was not afraid of snakes or anything that was out there. I just wanted to go my own way and see what I could find and follow the buzzing noise. And unfortunately, we were that close, but just not close enough. But I mean, what was the reward? Like $200,000? Even if we found it, would we have been given the reward? I mean, how much is a jawbone and like a pinky toe worth? Well, all right, so that's a joke. I really don't understand or know how many bones they found of this person, but I don't think they would have given us the reward. From Boston, I'm definitely afraid. I'm not afraid of any of that crap. Matt has actually opened up, hey Cynthia, a lot to different animals and stuff because of me. I've introduced him to so many different critters and things like that, and he's just like I have a hedgehog that he still won't touch. Somebody found it in their backyard and they were like, can you take this? We don't need it. So I took the damn hedgehog in trying to find it a home, but Matt won't hold it because he doesn't want to get stuck by the quills. I'm not afraid of snakes, Kitty. No, I've had quite a few snakes. I've owned my fair share of tarantulas and stuff like that. Hedgehogs are cute. They are. You were just trekking out there. You're right, Liz. I'm just like walking in my own little world, showing you guys what I'm doing. I mean, I had vines up to my chest and I'm just trying to break through. And it was just, it's really cool and exciting. And it's like my own little adventure. I'm just doing my own thing, going my own place. And it is what it is. Matt says, don't go too far. No problem, boss. I will not go too far. I was a time boy. Climbing trees. No snakes for you, Cynthia. Oh my God, gross. I hate spiders. I love them. Maybe in one of your lives. Maybe. I would like to live in, I think it's Texas. Somebody told me that tarantulas roam wild. And I'm just like, oh my God, I would have this big freaking room filled with spiders. I mean, they have just amazing tarantulas out there. And a lot of them are kinds that I would actually want to keep as a pet. Listen to Matt. I listened to him within reason. 17. He knows what to expect from me, though. We went canoeing, or no, we went, where the hell did we go? Kayaking. And we ended up in this place called Shark Cove. And we were surrounded by sharks, black tips, nurse sharks, things like that. I got my hands in the water. I'm ready to jump in the freaking water and swim with them. I'm like, so cool. And he grabbed me. I was like this, trying to get out of the freaking, I was trying to get out of the damn canoe. And all of a sudden I feel my head go back. He grabbed me by the ponytail. It's the only thing he could actually grab. And you know what he said? He's like, if you get out of this boat, I'm telling the boat rental people that you got out of the boat. And I just looked at him and I'm like, you freaking snitch. And I was like, so not happy with him. And then I'm like, okay, fine. So now I'm patting the water. He's like, put your hands in the water. Get your feet in the water or out of the water. I'm like, you're no fun. Where is your sense of adventure? Why can't I just touch the shark? Yeah, you damn snitch. Telling the boat rental people on me. How dare you? He totally rained on my parade. I really wanted to go in the damn water and just play with the freaking sharks. I mean, come on now. What's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, this is right before we got married. So, I want to say 3 months before we got married. And he's like, you're going to end up getting your freaking leg cut off or bit off. And he's like, how are you going to look hopping down the freaking aisle with one leg? And I'm just looking at him like, all right, fine. I'll swim with the sharks after we get married. So you know what we did? We didn't have a honeymoon, but the day after our wedding, we went free diving with sharks. A boat took us out. I don't know how I convinced him to do it. Were you ever attacked by any? One no good. Were you ever attacked? No, I wasn't attacked by any animals, Lori. So the day after the wedding, we go out and we get on the boat and it takes us out far. And they start chumming the water and they have a cage, like a shark cage you can go into. And I said, hey, do we have to use the cage? And Matt kind of looked at me sideways. And they were like, no, we can. They were like, you can go out there with snorkels, a snorkel and goggles and flippers. I was like, cool, that's what I want to do. So Matt was like, FML. Now I have to go freaking snorkeling out there with her. He wasn't really impressed with it. So he did it. We went out there and they're like, you have to stay within this area. You can't go too far out. So I was like, okay, boss. And after a while I'm like, no one's looking. And I go all the freaking way out there. And then I hear, Noel! And I'm like, fuck. It's only a matter of time till they caught me. I'm like, hey, what's up? They're like, you can't be out that far. I was like, I'm sorry. The water pushed me away. The current, I'm trying to get back to you right now. And they were like, okay, hurry up and get over here. You could not leave the group. The group was 3 of us. There was the person took us out there, Matt and I, and the captain of the boat stayed on the boat. So we get in the boat after this is all said and done, and we get off the boat and we go out in the car, and Matt's like, the water pushed you out that far? I'm like, mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, right. I know you better. I'm like, got to stay with the damn group. Afraid of sharks. I was like, if we see any sharks, I'm going to pet one. And they were like, you're going to pet a shark? You can't pet the sharks. They're like, you're not allowed to touch the shark. I looked over at Matt and I'm like, I'm going to touch a shark. And he goes, I know. That's awesome. You can cage diving. Okay. And in the Outer Banks. I always said I wanted to go cage diving. I thought it was really cool. But when they said that I didn't have to be in a cage, I'm like, that'd be even better. I mean, who the hell doesn't want to swim with sharks in chum-filled water? I mean, that was exciting for me. I thought it was great. The water pushed me away. It did. It was the current. I couldn't fight it. I'm just a tiny thing. I want to touch a shark so bad. I lived in Pennsylvania. I was like 30 minutes south of Canada. And we had all kinds of black bear out there. And they always were like, take your bird feeders down in the winter and don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. I left my bird feeders up all winter long. I didn't care. I would take the scraps of the food and I would take it to the back of my yard. I had an acre. And I would throw the food out there for my yard pets. And yeah, I had black bear in my yard all the time. It was pretty cool. I loved it. But I just thought that they're cool. I used to walk outside and be like, hey, if I find a baby bear cub, I'm taking it in the house. But everyone's like, you can't do that. If you see a baby, you're going to see the mom. And if you see the mom, she's going to attack you. Well, I'll take my chances. Swimming in the Atlantic is pretty common in Daytona, as I remember. Just don't get too close if you're afraid. I've never really been afraid of sharks. When I was small, I wasn't small. I was like 16. So that's like small. We went to a beach called Dead Man's Beach. And it really was always empty, deserted, and there were like dead trees and whatnot. A few people would go out there and fish. And this one guy was fishing and fishing and fishing, and I didn't pay no attention to him. I just ran out into the water and I'm swimming, and I went all the way out. And I hear noise and I turn around and look back and everyone's jumping up and down like this. I'm like, what the frick are you? What do you want from me? I turn around and there's like a shark over here and a shark over there and they're coming this way. And I'm like, oh, the sharks, there's two of them. They're going to eat me. Ah! So I remembered people always say if in the water and there's sharks, you're supposed to not make commotion. You're not supposed to, panic. So I'm like, okay, sharks, not too far away. Don't panic. Slowly swim. Slowly swim. So I'm slowly, doing this, trying to get to where I can reach. And as soon as I can reach the sand at the bottom, I ran as fast as I could out of the water. My friend to this day will tell anybody, it was like a scene from Jaws. She's like, we all thought you were going to die. My mom was saying, what am I going to tell Noelle's parents? Sorry, your daughter got eaten by two sharks. She's like, everyone was freaking out. Could you imagine that conversation? Hi, Noelle's mom. So we were at the beach like you knew that we were going, and Noelle went too far out and sharks ate her. How do you tell someone's mom that? I think you have a great plan, as it says. Thanks, Liz. So that was like my first experience with sharks. She's not afraid of anything, so you're possibly not afraid of her. No, I am absolutely terrified. Freaking roller coasters. I can go on some, as long as they don't go really high up and really straight down or upside down and loop-de-loops and crap like that. But I don't like heights. I don't like fast downward, anything like that. So no roller coasters for me. No roller coasters for me, and no clowns. I don't like clowns. Clowns kind of scare me. They're just weird. Jaws stuck in your head. There's nothing wrong with jaws. Sharks are cool. Am I out of butts? How are the rabbits doing? They're running around the freaking porch, doing whatever, hanging out. One's laying down. No clowns. No clowns, Karen. Absolutely not. No clowns, no roller coasters. Everything else is okay. I hand feed wild raccoons all the time. Oh, I have some, but I always smoke them all. So thanks so much, Rosie. Mwah. I always look at clowns like they're these people all dressed up and, you know, they're supposed to be like really cute and happy and exciting, but like it could be anything hiding behind that makeup and that outfit. I mean, it could be, I don't know, a pedophile. It could be a murderer. Who the hell knows? I don't know what it is. It's just, to me, it's like, why dress up as a clown? It kind of scares me. When I was little, I mean real little, I was tiny, and we were in McDonald's, and sent out the clowns. No! Ronald McDonald walked through the door, and he was like, hey! And I remember this like it was yesterday. I just looked at him, and I was like, wah! Screamed and cried hysterical. It was not happening. No way. Get away from me. Ronald, you suck. No Ronald for me. I will eat your chicken McNuggets. Stay your clown ass over there. I was not having it. It was not happening. Not that night, not that day, never. And I've been afraid of clowns ever since. The Beast is the best roller coaster. Like at Disney, there's like Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, like I'll those, but I won't. And Matt's like, they're real. Thank you, Candace. He's like, they're real roller coasters. They're real. You know, they're up and down and this and that. And I'm just like, no, they might be real roller coasters, but they don't go all the way up and all the way down. Like they don't do that crazy crap, and they do not go upside down. I don't want to do that. Like, I'll be the one that goes on the roller coaster and it gets stuck upside down for like 5 hours. Yeah, that would be my luck. And I'm not having it. I don't care. I will stay down there, sit on the bench, and I will hold your purse. But I will not go on that roller coaster. Afraid of Ronald McDonald, not snakes. I don't know if that makes me a badass or not. I do know that it changes the way I see a lot of things that most people are just like, clowns are great. Ronald McDonald's awesome. Snakes, no bueno. I would rather be surrounded by snakes than one Ronald McDonald. Actually, we have a reptile store not too far away from our house, probably like 15 minutes away. And they had the badass holds purses. Yes, they had a green anaconda. And I tried for like 4 days to convince Matt all the reasons I needed to own an anaconda. And as you can see, I do not have an anaconda. Therefore, I did not win that debate. But how freaking cool would it be to have your own freaking anaconda? I mean, come on, tell me. That would be awesome, right? Like a 20-foot long, 300-pound snake just doing its thing in your house. I mean, that'd be badass. I would be badass then. I would definitely be badass. Well, I mean, okay, so maybe I don't have enough room for it in my house, technically. I mean, who really has room for that? But I mean, at the same time, how cool. They have these snakes, and I tried to convince Matt to let him get one of these too. FWCs, they're false water cobras. They look just like cobras. They come up, they have the hood, and they're temperamental. They're not necessarily the friendliest of snakes. But I was trying to convince Matt that I needed one of those. So he was like, well, what is it? Is it a real cobra? And I'm like, no, it's just a lookalike. It's just a snake that's dressed up like a cobra. So we go on YouTube and we watch false water cobra videos. And within like the third video in, he's like, hell no, not happening. You are not getting one of them. They're nasty. They're this, they're that. And I'm just like, but they're so pretty. They're so cool. Come on, please. He's like, nope. He's, hey, Kathy. He is like, I don't say no to you often, which he doesn't. He's awesome. He never, ever tells me no. Unless it comes to like impractical things like cobras and anacondas. Other than that, he lets me have whatever I want. I have a tegu. Like I said, he's almost 4 foot long. He's really cool. I put a harness on him and a leash, and I can walk him around because I'm a nut. But he doesn't really. If I want it, I can have it. Oh, you're just gonna rescue 4 rabbits? Sure, no problem. Yeah, you're right, Liz. Yeah, I mean, okay, so technically the anaconda could have just wrapped around me. He'd never, ever even know I was in his coils. I mean, so I can't say he's always wrong. Just because he says no doesn't mean he's wrong. I'll give him the boo-boo lip. But at the end of the day, it's just, is what it is. I mean, he has a right to say no to what lives in his house. So I have to respect that, right? He loves me. He does. Oh, he tolerates me so well. I don't know how he puts up with me, to be honest with you, because I could be a pain in the neck. And I come up with these crazy ideas that they sound really, really good in my head. No, a leash on a lizard, not a snake. These ideas are like badass. You know what I mean? Like they're great in here. And then I tell him and I try to explain to him why they're good ideas. And he just gives me the look. And I'm just like, you're not buying this, are you? The Snake Church in Kentucky. I have heard of those snake churches. Thank you, Kathy. What do they use? Cobras? They use rattlesnakes. Okay. I knew they used poison snakes and they used them to do their religious churchy thing. And that's great. I don't know what they think the snakes are doing. If the snake doesn't bite you, then you're accepted, or you're accepted or going to heaven or something like that. I think that's what it's about. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I was told. And yeah, I just don't see how that they fit in church. But okay, I mean, hey, to each their own. You want to have snakes in church? Have snakes in church. That's your thing. I personally don't think that I would go to a church that worships snakes. Cobras are beautiful. They really are, Lori. I used to keep little bags of like Lay's potato chips in my car, and we would go places that we had friends that worked or whatever, and around the back they had the dumpster area, and there was a big wall. It was probably like 8 foot high, and they, after closing, the dumpster would be open or closed, whatever, and a family of raccoons would come up and they'd be on the ledge of the wall. So I would go out there and I would hand feed them, and they would grab your hand with their little paws and eat the chips right out of your hand, take them right from you. Didn't care. They were awesome. But I asked Matt, I'm like, come on, let's go feed them. And he's like, no, I'll just watch you do it. He watched me feed probably like 5 or 6 chips to the raccoons. And he's like, all right, I want to try. And I'm like, you only want to try because you see they're not going to bite me. They're not going to eat my hand off. And he's like, so? Like, okay. He's like, you're the one that does these things. I have to observe first and make sure that it's, you know, something I'm comfortable with. So then he went and he fed the raccoons with me. But yeah, he had to make sure that it was safe before he did it. Funny. Thanks. I always say I have a great sense of adventure. Like I just do whatever. I don't think before I do things. Like the first time I ever fed a raccoon, I never was like, pros and cons. I was like, oh, look at the raccoon. Here, take this. And, you know, it worked. You should hear my cat snore. Oh my God, my cat snores. And that freaking hedgehog sounds like a warthog when he snores. Is it sad that you've made my Friday night? No, you guys are like making my night. It's awesome. I love talking to you guys. It's really it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Like Matt says, you know, it's, you know, doesn't matter, because when I started, I asked him, is it better to do videos or is it better to do lives? And he's like, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, you might be uncomfortable doing lives because, you know, you're talking to people and it's different than doing a video. Like no one's there but you. But I like doing lives because I can sit here and talk to you. I was like, if I do a video, it's just a video and then it's over. But I mean, like I've been on here for an hour and 12 minutes, right? It doesn't even seem like it's been that long to me. I literally can sit here and talk to you guys all night. Thanks, Candace. I know I stay up on, oh my gosh, Stargazer. I don't know how she stays up so late sometimes, and she's up in the morning and does her thing. Like, I don't know what the heck she does to get the energy that she has. Like, does she drink protein shakes? Does she drink a lot of like caffeine Monster? I don't know what she does, but I love watching her. I was watching her last night until like, I think it was like 3. And finally I was like, I have to go to sleep. So I fell asleep listening to Marissa. I have no idea what time she got off, but I fell asleep listening to her. But yeah, I love listening to her live. She's so freaking funny. She has this personality that like, I don't even know how to be like that animated and that like exciting and fun and have all that enthusiasm. Like she's just like full of energy and spunk, and it's awesome. I sit here and I'm just like, watch my lives and I'm like, how do people watch me? Like I can talk to you and conversate with you, but I just sit here. I'm boring. Like I would get bored watching me. And I don't know. I watch her and she just keeps me going. She's just awesome. I love watching her. She's full of energy and she's full of like this excitement and just positive energy. She really entertains me a lot. I love when she starts singing and dancing. You were just real in that. Oh, thank you, Liz. Who is this? Marissa is Molly Go Lightly on YouTube. We got Malioki today. Yes, Malioki. That's cool. And her skank money. I love that. I think that's pretty cool. She has skank money. I don't know. See, this is where I get boring. Like, what are you talking about now? That's why I don't like doing videos, because I run out of things to say. I'm just like told my story. Now it's over. But I can ask your opinions. You can tell me if I'm right, if I'm wrong. You can tell me if you disagree with me. We can talk about things. I mean, like, the conversation can go on forever. And that's exciting to me. So Marissa said that every time somebody sends her a $5 super chat to hashtag skank on it. So she calls the $5 super chat skank money. You were really close to Brian. If you could have kept walking, I probably could have. Like, what do you do at that point? Like, hey guys, I found a jaw. Like, what do you do at that point? Call the cops.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? One second.
Panera bread.
Thank you.
No problem. Take care. There's
Thanks.
cookies there. And
Awesome. Thank you so much.
no problem. Is this locked right up?
Yeah, it's shut.
All right. Oh,
Thank
you
you.
found a home for them?
I'm working on it. I'm still trying to find them homes.
Oh.
Not many people want rabbits, except
How
for
many are there? Like 4? I think 4, right?
yeah. There's 4 of them.
Oh, well, that's a nice house for them.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing a great thing.
Thank
they look
you.
happy and healthy.
They're happy. They're something.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah. Really nice. Oh, that's nice too.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
No, that wasn't that wasn't him with the nicotine. My neighbor. Wait, that's not my. Nope, that was a woman. Alice, stay out of the bag. Stop eating the bag. Alice, get off. Get off the couch. So fascinating. I won't go near them. Oh, Lori. Alice, stay down. Don't look at me with your nose like that. My neighbor across the street, every weekend, she goes to Panera Bread and she picks up. Alice! This is Snickers. She picks up the leftover stuff that they don't throw it out. And she goes around the neighborhood and she gives Alice! Get off the couch. You're not eating that. She will go around from door to door to door and she'll hand bags, little bags of food. It's like bread, rolls, cookies, stuff like that. And she hands it out to the neighbors. It's really nice of her. I mean, that's a lot of work. She goes and picks up loads of food that they are going to throw out at Panera. And instead of letting them throw it out, she brings it to all the neighbors in the block. So, and Brownie. And the rabbits are trying to eat the food in the bag. They're always up to no good. Yeah, she's an awesome neighbor. Have I decided if Brian is dead? I am trying to... Hey! Bat you all with the bread. Stay over there. All of you. I'm trying to figure out where I stand with that. And I decided that I'm gonna allow myself to believe that he is dead, accept it so I can get closure and move on with it. But it's me trying to to just let it be. And I don't really think that he's dead. I'm just trying to convince myself that he's dead just to help myself, I guess, just move on with it. Brownie. Yeah. bag of food on the freaking couch and 4 rabbits hop up and they're just like chomping away at the bag. Go sit somewhere. Go away. Ain't none of that food. I'm with you, Heather. Alice. You see her? Pain in the neck. She's a pain in the neck. I know medical and I don't agree or believe that he was able to decompose that quickly and become nothing but bones. What I know about the medical side really has a lot to do with like a lot of things that I deal with in life. But when I hear that he was nothing but bones and there was no flesh, nothing, I just know better. I know how long it takes. It takes a month before you start to decompose. And that's just the beginning of the decomposure process. I mean, you still have to break down, and I'm not going to get into the details because I don't know how many of you want to hear it, but you still have to break down and kind of ooze and stuff like that and rot away. Heat has something to do with it. Yeah, animals have something to do with it. Birds, absolutely. They're trying to say that he was in 4 foot of water or chest deep water, right? You guys were out there with me. You know that there was no water like that at all. None. But water slows down the decomposure, that process. Water actually helps keep you intact. So unless there were like piranha in there, yes, rabbits bite. Any animal with teeth bites. They will nibble. They don't actually bite. But Snickers will sit there and he will, if you don't pay attention to him, he'll nibble on you. And Matt doesn't like that, but I'm used to it. So I know when Snickers is around and he's sniffing at my feet or my legs because he'll stand up on his hind legs and he'll put his front paws on your legs and he like will scratch at your legs and like, hey, look at me. And if you don't look at him, he starts to nip your leg just so that you can pay attention to him. They are kept in a cage at night, and I let them out in the morning around like 9 or 10 in the morning, and then I put them back in their cage, or around 11, sometimes 12. So yeah, they're out of the cages all day long. But they do go in their cages at night. No, him and his sister are brown, and he has the white stripe. So I named her Brownie, and then because of his white stripe, I named him Snickers. Say welcome, newcomer, beautiful. Hello there. How are you? But yeah, then I have one that's name is Tanner. Matt named her. And then Alice I named because the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland is white and she's white. So I named her Alice. But I mean, they're not really original names. They're nothing like fancy. They're just what I came up with at the time when I caught them. I had a Sandy, but she got adopted out. I had 5. Oh, I had 6 at one point. Sandy got adopted out and Taffy got adopted out. At least no dogs will eat them. No one's going to eat them. My cat plays with them. They run around and like play with each other. It's so funny to see rabbits and cats play. They chase each other around. They have a great time. Snickers, what are you doing behind me? He's pushing on my back. I don't know what the hell he wants, but he wants something. I wish they could talk. If they could talk, could you imagine 4 rabbits just yapping at you and telling you what they want and what they think? And I want to get in the bag. Get out of the bag, Alice. No, I'm not getting out of the bag. I mean, could you imagine the conversations you can literally have with these 4? Especially when it comes to bedtime and they're running away from you. You're not going to catch me. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Get the hell over here. No. Hey, Virginia. I mean, maybe you think I'm a little crazy. I might be a little nutty, but I think of that all the time. Like, my cat doesn't shut up. All he does is meow. Meow. He will meow at you like he's dying. He needs and wants something, and he needs it right now. And if I'm out here, he will sit at that door and meow and meow and meow for hours. And I always think, like, what would he say if he could talk? And I'm like, thank God he can't talk, because he would never shut up. I had a cat bring me a rabbit once. He acted like I was lying to him. That's funny. Kelly, that's really funny. Bunny talk. Could you imagine? With their little sniffy noses? Not catching me. Yes, I am. Snickers. They're so nosy, though. Everybody thinks they're just rabbits. They're like, it's just a rabbit. People do not realize how curious they are. They do not realize how smart they are, and they do not realize how much trouble they can get into. Like, they will literally jump on this table that my computer's on and knock everything off the table. I'll be sitting here smoking a cigarette, and they'll come on the table, and they'll look at me and watch me. And it's just like, what can I do for you? What do you want? Next thing you know, they're pushing things off the table like they're a bunch of cats. I have Beagle Mom. I have 2 cats, a dog, a prairie dog, a tegu, which is a large lizard. I have 4 rescue rabbits, and I have 1 rescue hedgehog. I had a cat that would literally go. My cat will go in his litter box when you go to the bathroom. So, like, if you go into the bathroom to go potty, he'll come in and he'll go in his litter box and he'll go potty at the same time. It's like, can I not have 1 minute to myself? And he gets so offended if you shut the door. God forbid you shut that door and he is not in the bathroom or in the bedroom with you. He will protest like no other. He's bad. Like, I should have brought him to the laundry's house with me. He would have been protesting right along with everybody else. Heading to bed. All right. Good night, Liz. Thank you for, it's the second one, Noelle. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I will tell Matt that you said good night. It's 10 o'clock already. Everybody inside's being quiet. Well, there's only the 2 boys in there. They're being quiet. So that means they are probably each in their own room hanging out with their computers and stuff and their online friends that they play these video games with all stinking night long. I'll see you next time, honey. And that's cool. But do you ever have your kids in their bedroom playing their video games with their headphones on, talking to people that they're playing games with? Do you ever sit and listen to the language that comes out of their mouth? Like, sometimes I hear things that they say, and I'm just like, how did they even learn that? Well, who did they hear that from? So I'll open the door, and I'll look in and be like, excuse me? What, Mom? What did you say? Nothing. I said French toast. No, you didn't. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Who are you talking to? They are 18 and 15. Well, he'll be 15 at the end of this month. I turn 40 this month, and he turns 15 10 days later. Or actually 7 days later. Yeah. So, yeah. They're getting old. They're too big. I just want to be able to hold them again. You have a funny story? Tell me your story. I wish I could bring you up on StreamYards. I don't know how to make it work, though. I'm sorry. Is Marissa coming on tonight? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I know that Jake's having a slumber party with his friends, and I know that Princess is there, so I think they're probably going to be busy. She'll probably come on after the kids are all settled and sleeping, I could imagine, because she's a late night lady. So I think that that she might, but I can't promise you. Oh, that's right. She did say she was tired. Yeah, she was really tired. Dang, I'm getting so sleepy. Pancakes and lots of syrup. Oh, I want it. I love having breakfast for dinner. I was visiting during the day and gave my 3-year-old my phone to take pictures. Oh, boy. He took it and ran through the house and then gave it back. I'm in suspense. I'm like, what did he do? Around 3 o'clock to see the pigs he took. Oh my God. He had a video of one. Okay. Yeah, the boys love all the animals. They're really big into animals. I've been rescuing for years, so they're used to it. He ran in his brother's room and looked under his brother's bed. Oh, God. I can only imagine what could be under the bed. I know it's under my kids' beds. It's scary. His 14-year-old brother. He was skipping school and was on his laptop. That is beautiful. Oh my God. I love it. That's awesome. My kids, they don't even try to hide. They used to. But like last week I woke up and I was doing laundry and I fold their clothes and put it on their bed so they could put it away. And I opened the door and there's my oldest son sleeping. So I was like, what are you doing here? And he jumps up. Did you wake up? Did you walk the dog? Why aren't you at school? My alarm didn't go off. He went out the window and came in like so I walked in my other son's room and I did the same to him. What are you doing home? Scared the crap out of him. The alarm didn't go off. So both of you, neither one of your alarms went off? I feel like it was a premeditated let's skip school the next day kind of idea. That's what I think. I think it's awesome, Kelly, that your little one caught your older one skipping school. That is really cool. I think that's probably like the best way of getting caught ever. My kids, when they were younger, much younger, Robert was still in diapers, my youngest. My oldest decided that he was going to change my baby's diaper. Okay. Now, they're like 3.5 years apart. His mama made him stand on the wall. And I walk into the living room, and my oldest is doing this with a diaper, like lasso. And crap was flying all over that, splattering on the wall. My little one did not have a diaper on. I go to catch him to clean him up and put a diaper on, and he's backing away. But every time he backs away, he's backing his butt against the wall. So I had little poopy butt prints against the wall. And then I had poop splatters from my freaking son lassoing the diaper. And that was fun. Oh, I was not impressed. Not impressed. I was like, I'm going to kill you both right now. It's one of those moments where like you laugh out of hysterics, not because it's funny, but like you're temporarily insane. That's like how that moment was for me. All I could do is laugh, clean up my kid, put a diaper on him, and start scrubbing the walls. And that's what I did for like an hour. Cleaned up crappy walls. And they never did that again. But yeah, that was a pretty exciting moment for me. And my oldest son was so proud of the fact that he changed his little brother's diaper. He thought that was like an A+ moment for him. Well, it would have been, honey, if you didn't splatter crap all on my walls. Man was going to change his brother's diaper, trying to kill him. That made me do it. Another time, my oldest must have been 4. He caught fireflies, put them in a jar. We all did it. I mean, who thinks anything of it? It's cool, fun, innocent, keeps them entertained. Until he brought the jar in the house. Then he opened the jar and let all the fireflies out. And when I asked him why, he said, because I wanted to watch them light up in the house all night long in the dark. I understand his logic, but I didn't need 20 fireflies flying around my house. It wasn't on my list of things to do. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that at all, but my son was very proud of it. So, yeah. I do miss those days too, Cynthia. Oh my God, I miss it. I wish that they could be little again and that I can, still have those moments with them because they were so cute and so sweet. I mean, despite the things that they did that made me crazy, it was just, those were great days. They were such good days. I mean, like, who the heck doesn't want their kids to be little again? I would do it all over again if I could. But now my oldest is almost 6 foot tall. He's taller than me. My youngest is my height, Alice. And they're just big. I mean, I'm proud of them and I love them. And there's nothing more amazing than seeing them turn into young men and the way they are, so well behaved and full of respect. But then it makes me sad because you think, like, where did that time go? You know what I mean? Like how did you go from being this big to this big? Like, how did that happen so fast? Ladies and gentlemen, my daughter told me when she was little that the horns were there. That's cute. My oldest once told his teacher that I did not feed him. So, all fun and games till I got the phone call from the school and the knock on the door from CPS. Because guess what? Your son said that you don't feed him. What? I don't feed him? Like, look at him. Does he look underfed? Look at my fridge. There's all kinds of things for them. Like, I used to get little snack things, just whatever they wanted, they had. And he went and told his teacher I didn't feed him. Like, are you crazy? He thought it was great, though. Best thing ever. I mean, let's just tell everybody that mommy doesn't feed me. Yeah. I'm not that age. Like, both my kids tell me they're going to live with me forever. They both, they both say that they're just going to stay at home and live with me forever. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that, except for when they're, I don't know, 30 years old and never moved out. It's time for you to go, son. I always told them, like, by 25, you have to be out. And then people tell me that 25 is too old, that they should be out sooner. I don't know. I moved out when I was 18. I should have stayed home because I didn't do anything but get in trouble. "21 and 20. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect my kids to move out at 20 and 21. I mean, like, I'm not itching to throw them out the door. I just think that they need to learn, they need to grow up and get responsibility, and they need to mature in adult ways by a certain age. They really should learn the world and whatever. And I don't think that I know now they're young, so they're just saying that, but realistically, I don't think any kid should live with their parents forever. Classic case of putting their nose where it doesn't belong. Most CPS cases are reported by family before they do something, I was told by an employee. That's the only time I ever had any issues, because I've always done everything that I could possibly do to make them happy and take care of them. But, that just took me by surprise. Like, you don't feed your kids, we were told. Well, there's a drawer full of, like, Capri Suns. There's a drawer full of, like, those Lunchables. There's all kinds of snacks. There's all kinds of stuff that they can eat. I think I was cooking dinner when CPS knocked on the door, actually. It just amazed me that he would even, like, of all things, you couldn't have thought of something better to tell on me for. You could just raise them to be independent, but still live with you also. You're right. I always said that that at some point I want to get one of those big RVs, and I want to travel and drive around. That's been my dream since I was a teenager. And if they still lived at home, like, they can watch the house or, whatever. Like, I wouldn't care, but I just think that it's important for everybody. Thank you, D Plays. I think it's important for everybody to grow up and just learn adult responsibilities. They just want me to cook for them every night and do their laundry every day for the rest of their lives. I think that's pretty much the only reason why they want to live with me. I am kind of cool, but but I'm not that cool that my kid wants to live with me for the rest of his life. Hi, Tripe. My dream is to move to Maine. Say hello to Tanner. I hear Maine is beautiful. I knew somebody that moved up there. I know someone that lives in Martha's Vineyard, and she used to send me pictures all the time. And Tanner, get away from my toes. She loved it out there. Tanner is apparently Alice has become my troublemaker because she's just not behaving right now. She's trying to eat my bread. Don't eat my cookies. No, my prairie dog is in the house. Yeah, no, I know Martha's Vineyard is in Massachusetts. Please stop. Get off the couch. But I don't know what I was saying. Oh, the prairie dog is in her cage in the house. She comes out and runs around. She's like that tall, and she just owns the house, does what she wants. She doesn't care. She just, it's my time and you're going to let me do what I want. And she jumps on the couch and hangs out and looks out the window, and she tries to chew on the couch, which irks me. But she chews on toes, like I said before. She's definitely a character. She loves to play. She hops and chases you. Where are they found? I'm not really sure where prairie dogs come from. You hate ferrets? I rescued Penelope, which is my prairie dog, when she was 6 weeks old. And she's like she's gotta be 3 months old by now. And she's really stinking cool. She's just the best thing. She just has this little attitude about her. And she just wants what she wants when she wants it. If you take something from her, she'll chase you and try and get it back. And it's a pain in the neck because, I mean, you try to take something from something that big and it chases you. She squawks at you and it's just like, what do you want? You're not getting it back. Stop it. So she's really cool. One of these days I'll have to have her come out and introduce her to you. Not easy at all. Has good days and bad days. Refused to put her in a nursing home. I missed what was being said. My fiance lived with my parents. Basement help. We are talking about building on an apartment on the side of my house for my parents, because my parents they're 80. My mom has Parkinson's, which is getting really bad, and my dad has a brain tumor. He had it removed a long time ago, and it's grown back. And it stayed the same size for a couple years, and he goes every 6 months for x-rays. And since his last x-ray till the one that he had last month, so within 6 months it doubled in size. So they want to do radiation on it because it's on his pituitary gland. So if it gets too big, it puts pressure on it. It affects his vision. But because it doubled in size, they sent it off to a university that specializes in brain tumors to get their opinion to see what they want to do. I hope that they just continue doing radiation and shrink it and keep it at a decent size, that it doesn't grow, because I don't know if at 80 years old he could survive another brain surgery, to be honest. And I'm kind of scared to find out what the specialists say about it, because I don't want them to recommend surgery at all. It really scares me. And for probably like 4 years, three and a half years, 4 years, I've been telling my mom that she has, she had symptoms of Parkinson's. And I kept telling her, go get checked. And she didn't want to listen to me. What do I know? What do you know? I don't know. I was just a nurse for 10 years. What do I know? Well, about a year and a half ago, she fell and she broke her hip. And she was home alone. And she had to go to, the hospital, and she was in the hospital for a while and therapy and whatnot. And it was really hard for her to work. And they told her, you have Parkinson's. I told her. She didn't want to listen. Because of the Parkinson's, it made it harder for her to start getting back to walking and stuff again. And they put her on like 5 different medicines before they found one that started to work for her. But, it helped her. She still has issues with the shaking and, handing you things and walking. But now it's affecting the part of her brain that lets you speak. So she's having some speech problems. And her motor function skills, are kind of going. So the other day she was walking and her legs stopped moving and she fell again and she broke a rib. So thank you guys. I appreciate the prayers. She's not in therapy. She gets physical therapy once a week, but she's not in actual like therapy all the time. But now I'm just worried about, what's going to happen and whatnot, because, they're both 80 years old, and these things, they take a toll on you. And Parkinson's is getting worse, and my dad's brain tumor is growing. So what's next? You know what I mean? So we're talking about building on the apartment for them. But you know how people are there. I'm not moving in. I'm not moving out of my house. They want their independence. I understand that. But at some point, they're going to have to get help, or they're going to have to move in with me, or have an aide. Or I even said, get an aide. There's aides that come and they'll just clean your house. They'll go shopping for you. You can still live your life, play bingo, do what you want to do. You can still have, all the things that you want to have and do all the things that you want to do, but, it just makes your life a little bit easier. I know. Thank you, Karen. And they won't listen to that. They want nothing to do with any of that. So I worry. There's only so much. My dad's taken on a lot, helping my mom do a lot of things that she can't do as far as cleaning and stuff anymore. And how long especially with his brain tumor, if it keeps growing, how long until it affects his vision where he can't see or he can't do things? I mean, there's going to be a time where they're going to need help and they're going to have to consider it. And I'm just hoping that they stop being stubborn. She needs help in learning how to... Yeah, she was doing really good. And then it's just everything's affecting her. She still has therapy, but her medicine isn't working anymore. So now they're trying her on different medicines again to see if they can get her on something that can help the stage that she's in. It's hard when our parents get old. Oh, God, it's so hard. It's scary. It really is. All cases need to be solved. Which do you have? I have... I have siblings. Yeah, I have 3 brothers and a sister. But they all live up north. I'm the only one here with them, so it's on me, and that's okay. I don't mind it. I'll do what I have to do, but it just gets to the point where you have to worry. They wouldn't let the police search the house. What are we talking about, Melissa? Yeah, we have a big family. My siblings live up north also, so it's kind of, like they're so far away, they don't know what's going on. So they just think life is grand and everything's perfect. They call once a week or once a month or whatever. And, they hear what my parents want to tell them, but they don't see what's going on. And, I do. So I'll call my brother and give him little updates on what's going on every now and then, and then he'll call and see if they'll tell him and tell him whatever's going on. But I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's so far away that a phone call really doesn't do much. You know what I mean? And that's not, I don't mean that in a nasty, negative way. I'm just saying, eventually I'm gonna need to help them, and I might need help helping them. So, that worries me. I always am like, why didn't, I always say, and it's so stupid of me to say it, but why didn't you guys have me younger? Why did you wait so long to have me? Because I could have had you as my parents longer than I'm going to physically have you now at this point. They're 80 years old and I'm 40. Had they had me a lot earlier, I would have had more time to spend with them. And people don't realize it either, that like when you're growing up, your parents are growing up and everybody's aging, but you don't realize it as a kid. But they can't keep up and they slow down, is what I mean? And they can't do all the things that they used to be able to do or whatever. And so growing up, I just had parents that did whatever they could, everything they could. I mean, they were awesome parents, but I mean, like, they couldn't do all the things that they were able to do with my siblings because they were younger when they had them. And so it just makes me kind of sad. I'm the only one to take care of my mom. But it's hard. That's hard when when siblings don't care. And mine do, for the most part. At least I know 2 of my brothers do. But the other 2, I haven't talked to them in I don't know how long. So it's almost like I don't even really know who they are. I don't have a relationship with them. I don't know who their kids are. Hey, Snickers. I don't, we're not close. So, and they don't really call and check up on my parents like they should. Like, I think they should anyway, They just do their own thing, have their own lives, and their life is perfect, and the reality is that they really should be more concerned about what's happening with their parents, but it doesn't really seem like they are. So I feel like it's all on my shoulders, and that's okay. Like I said, I don't mind the responsibility, but I do mind the fact that I feel like they don't care. And I feel like my parents, they deserve to be cared about and worried about and thought about and and I just don't feel like they get that. Emily, I don't want to say your bunnies are so cute. I'm happy you think so. I think they're adorable. I love them until they do things they're not supposed to. Your mom's a diabetic and has dementia. Oh, my word. Hospitals. Wow, that's high, the blood sugar. That's really bad. She could have. Man, I'm happy that she's okay. My mom broke her neck and needs surgery right now, but don't want to listen. Oh my gosh. My mom, years and years ago, 17 years ago, almost, she was standing on her counter because she couldn't reach something on the top shelf, and she was in like slippers, and she slipped and fell off the counter, and she broke a part of her lower back. So she's had back problems for all these years too. And that, she still has pain in her back, and now she has a broken rib and issues talking, issues walking. And it's just like, can they catch a break? Like when are things just going to rabbit hair? When are things just going to calm down and get better? And, you know, at this point, I wonder, is it even gonna get better? Is it possible for it to get better at this point? My siblings live in Rhode Island. Okay, I live in Tennessee. My siblings have selfish ways. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're there, Snickers. It's tough. It's tough when it's like that. I don't know. I don't know what they think or what they do or if they're intentionally being selfish or
Yo.
whatever. He's finally back. He only left 5 hours ago. It's like Gilligan's Island.
Gotta go do that, Jason.
Have you ever went to Water Fire in Providence? I did once. It was neat. See, I want to travel. I want to go to all these cool places. I have like a list of like places I want to visit. And yes, yay smokes. And experience. And I hope that I'm able to go to at least half of the places on my list. But who knows? Who knows how far I'm going to get? But maybe one day. It would be exciting, I think, to go somewhere. I want to go to Antigua and Tahiti really bad. Alice? You got her something. She's freaking chewed into the bag and started eating the bread.
She likes those banana chips.
Oh, you got them banana chips. He spoils them. That probably did happen, Candace. Did you meet Doug at 7-Eleven and have a powwow?
No, I called him one time.
You called him? I told you not to call him.
Yeah, because I wanted to get with him, but
he doesn't listen.
He didn't answer though.
He didn't answer. So he tried to call Doug, and Doug didn't answer. I told you not to bother him. I traveled and down the East Coast for a few years. Long Island is your favorite. I don't like Long Island. I don't really like New York that much, to be honest with you. Water fire. We were about. It's shocking to see family you thought you knew. Yeah. It's true.
Right. There you go.
No, Matt's not from New York.
Right.
Especially when you live in different states or across the country, you really don't know who your family is. And it's not like intentional, you know, but you just don't grow up learning about each other, knowing each other. You're not involved with each other. You barely know each other after a while. I know that who they are. If I go up and visit for a holiday or whatever, everybody's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Big hugs, you know, kisses. But I almost feel like it's fake, you know, like they all acknowledge you. But do you get a Christmas card or a phone call or anything? Like, I know I don't. So I don't know. It's just like you become like just a memory. You're forgotten almost.
Did you hang out there with you? You went out there the whole time?
She's a pain in the neck. Alice is being a bad girl. I'm gonna shave her. I wouldn't, but I could joke about it. You don't either. Yeah. You know what? Like, what kind of gets to me sometimes? I haven't been on Facebook. I have over 200 notifications right now. But I used to go on Facebook and see, like, they would get together for family birthdays and do all these different things together, and Christmases and whatnot, and just this big happy family. And it would make me sad. Like, I actually got, like, I cried once, and I'm like, I don't have a family. Like I do, but I don't have one. And it really made me sad because I'm just not included in anything. And I can't be. I'm across the country, but I mean, I just feel like they're over there and I'm over here, and they have their own things, and they're all close and talk to each other and go on cousin vacations and do all this stuff together. And I don't know if it's jealous or if it's just like sad. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know. Sometimes it just makes me sad. Like I have this giant family, and I don't feel like I have a family at all. I have my kids and my husband and my parents, and I have my husband's family, but the rest of my family they're just people. They're strangers. Sometimes it's a little sad. Anyway, I've been on here for 2 hours talking to you guys. Yeah. Don't shave the bunny. I will not shave the bunny. I promise, Jody, I will not shave the bunny. But I'll threaten her with shaving her if she doesn't start behaving better. Because she needs to have some fear. What about Matt's parents? His parents are in Florida. Well, his mom and his brothers and sister are in Florida. Not far. They're 3 hours away from us. And then he has an uncle and some cousins that are about 2 hours away. So we see his family as often as we can. And then my parents live about, 15 minutes away, babe?
Yeah.
So we see my parents, but that's it. My cousins don't like me. I'm married. Whoa, that stinks. All right, music. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm going to jump off of here too because I've been on here for 2 hours and there's pizza calling my name inside, and I got to put the rabbits away and sweep up rabbit poop. So everybody have a good night. And I will see you guys soon. I have an aunt that lives in Fort Myers. Oh, I guess you don't see her very often, do you? Thanks for the chat. Oh, you're welcome, Kelly. I love coming on talking to you guys. No. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Love to all of you. Love you too, Melissa. Good night.